Who's ready to get a little bit better? Me, I'm ready. I hope you're ready to get a little bit better. And I want to talk to you about something that everybody wants more of. What do you want more of? How do I get more joy in my life? Do you want more of that? Who doesn't want joy? I mean, there's some people that you've been around and every time you get around them, you feel their energy, you walk away and you're like, I'm just smiling more when I walk away from them. I want you to have more joy in your life. I want more joy in my life. And so I just had an experience this past weekend, and I was at an event with my family. Actually, it was an event hosted at my church, and it was phenomenal, mind-blowing, supernatural, divine encounters. For those of you, you're new to the community, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus a whole lot. Not a big fan of religion. I think religion's the thief of God's power, but relationship with the God that loves you, He loves you, He loves you, He loves you. Woo! That's what it's all about. So I had this experience, and I was processing some of the takeaways, and I was like, because I like to come into these videos and answer a question for you guys that many of us are asking, and I think we want that. I want to be joyful. How do I get more of that? And when I was trying to kind of just frame up, I was like, oh, that's the question. How do I get more joy? Let me give you 4 answers. You ready? Number 1, how do you get more joy? Community. Lock in to life-giving community. You want more joy in your life? Oh my gosh, who you surround yourself with is who you're going to become. Proximity is power. Your life is going to be a direct reflection of the expectation of your peer group. Get around some people that make you better. Not just make you better, they want you to be better. They want you to thrive. They want you to live in abundance. They want you to have everything God designed you for, everything you've dreamt of. Get around and get locked into community. I was hanging out with some powerful guys who came and spoke at this event, and my son, my 13-year-old son, made this comment to me. And we're in the car, just the two of us after one night. And he said, Dad, seeing you hang out with those men makes me want to be able to hang out with those men. There's a little sub-point for you. Not just community. Realize there's power in multi-generational community. And I looked around at this, I saw it everywhere. Old people and young people and middle people. And but my son, his favorite person the whole week is probably, 50 years older than him, probably more than that. And he was like, I love this guy and his wife. They were my favorite. And he talks different and he tells stories and stuff that he doesn't even understand. And my 13-year-old was like, I love this guy. Power of multi-generation, the wisdom of years, the zeal of youth, and getting in community that just makes you better. Get around some people. You want joy? You want the number of times you could have looked at me this weekend and just saw a smile plastered all over my face because I was seeing the power of community. My kids locked into community, my family locked into community, my friends around me. Community can bring you joy in your life. Number 1, you want more joy? Get into community. Number 2, serve people. Serve people. Find joy in adding value to other people's lives. It's easy to be a good person, but there is a power that is released in your life when you are dedicated in service to other people. And I know many of you, you're business owners like myself. I had somebody just over lunch, a good friend of mine asked me this question. He said, what is it that makes you able, because we were talking about coaching and different things, and I said something about, man, if I have 4 or 5 hours of coaching, I feel like that's a light day. I've done 9 hours of coaching back to back. And he's like, what is it that makes you able to do that? Because most people that would exhaust them, he said, what is it that makes you able to bring that energy and sustain and serve people at a high level for a lot of hours? And it was a great question. And my quick response, the first thing that came up, there's a few other things, but the first thing that came to me was, I really love people. If you don't love people, it's going to be hard to sustain a level of energy to serve them. And if you want to bring joy to your life, guys, I don't have to put something on to come onto this video with you and be alive and full of joy and excited about your growth and you becoming better, because you know why? There is joy in serving for me. And if you maybe you just need to tap into that love of people. Maybe you're not in the right space and you need to be serving the people that you're supposed to be serving. Maybe you're not giving your greatness to the world because I believe There's greatness on the inside of you that you need to give away. And you want more joy in your life? Stop looking at yourself and thinking about you and start serving other people. So get in a community, serve people. Here's a good one for you. Have faith in something bigger than yourself. Now, I'm not trying to do an altar call here on that. Like, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I believe Jesus went to the cross and died for the penalty of my sin and brought me back into right relationship with God the Father. I believe that God loves me unconditionally, just the way I am, not the way I should be. That is what I believe. You gotta believe something. I kind of pretty firm believer this is a good path. Maybe you should try it out. I understand people have been hurt by religion. Again, I don't like religion. People get hurt by religion. I don't put faith in people. I put faith in a loving God, and bringing a faith component into your life. Can I just encourage you? Maybe consider it. And for some of you, that might mean taking some steps to explore different paths of faith. I don't know. For me, I didn't really have to explore a bunch of paths. I just found a path that felt true and right and has a whole lot of evidence and centuries of history. And results in people's lives. Like, God is real. His love is real. His love changes everything. It has in my life, and I've seen it happen for so many people. Watching my kids grow in faith this weekend, experiencing something other than this earthly realm, experience the supernatural, divine encounters. Like, there is nothing more powerful to me than that. And when my 11-year-old can feel the presence of God, and be able to know that he is good and that he is loved. He didn't have a bunch of degrees and understanding and memorize the Bible. He just knew the presence of God, the love of God. And it's real. So you want more joy in your life? There's a God that loves you. There, I said it. There's a God that loves you, and maybe be open to that. Here's the last thing, and everybody can grab hold of this one because some of you checked out on that last point, but that's okay. I love you too, and so does Jesus. Last thing, you want to bring more joy into your life? Increase your gratitude. I know this isn't new, this isn't rocket science, but man, if you want to increase the level of joy in your life, increase your level of gratitude. Remove complaining and murmuring and negativity and gossip. If you got that stuff in your life, there's no possible way you can have sustainable joy. You know, your deep thoughts, deep wisdom here. If you have complaining, negativity, you're murmuring, you're gossiping, if those things are constant in your life, here's a surefire way to shift in the right direction. Stop it! Just stop it. Make a freaking decision and stop playing the victim and acting powerless. You can choose positivity. You can choose joy. And how's it start? It starts with gratitude. One of the pastors ministering, he said this. He said, hey, there is no problem in your life that 7 minutes of praise can't fix. I had a pretty tough moment with one of my family members today, one of my kids. And man, to watch her apply the power of praising a God that loves her, that shifted her off of circumstances and shifted her into gratitude and praise was a powerful thing. It works, people. Increase the level of gratitude. Practice gratitude. Have some kind of practice. Writing 3 things. Starting your day. Ending your day with gratitude. Priming. I don't care what you do, but if you increase the level of gratitude, you will increase the level of joy. So I hope these things serve you. Get into community. Serve people. Faith. Have faith and increase your gratitude. You do those things, joy will not just eke into your life, it will explode in your life. And guess what? It's going to come from the inside out. So I hope that you increase the joy in your life. In fact, if you're watching, I'd love for you to comment right now. Tell me which one of those things you're going to attempt to activate in your life, live into more intentionally this week. Drop it in the comments. Would love to see it. I love you people. This is where you should get off this video and go out there and give your greatness to the world because somebody needs what's on the inside of you. So you can go out there and give it away. By the way, it's going to increase your joy. So give away a lot, increase your joy a lot, make a difference. I love you guys. Have a great week.